Instead of going back to actively investing in single family, we just continue to move forward to passively investing in multifamily. So right now we are active and passive investors in multifamily. And this is what I want to explain to you, like why we decided to move just straight into passive instead of being active in another place. Hey everyone, Suzy here from Adventurous Real Estate Investors. In this video today, I'm going to discuss why Michael and I prefer passive investing in multifamily instead of actively investing in single family. So as some of you may know, and some of you don't, when Michael and I started this real estate investing journey, we were actually going to be active in single family. And the market that we had chosen and everything, just a natural disaster went through, which was totally horrible. But with that, Michael and I had to pivot instead of panic. And that's when we decided that, you know what, we can go straight into investing in multifamily. So we knew we're going to learn how to invest in multifamily, but we already understood how to invest in single family. Once we got that start in multifamily, instead of going back to actively investing in single family, we just continue to move forward to passively investing in multifamily. So right now we are active and passive investors in multifamily. And this is what I want to explain to you, like why we decided to move just straight into passive instead of being active in another place. And I understand that with active investing in single family, some people might think like it's less expensive to start than to jump right into multifamily. And there's a growing demand for single family homes. So why wouldn't I start there? Or there are greater resale opportunities. And although this is all true, depending on the market, it acts as another full-time job. And because so many of us are looking for time freedom, just starting another job isn't necessarily ideal. And that's exactly what Michael and I wanted to get away from. We didn't want to start another traditional, I guess, like 9 to 5 of investing actively in single family. And so here are just a couple of reasons why we still continue to prefer to passively invest in multifamily instead of actively investing in single family. And one of the first ones is that we can scale faster. And so say we want to grow our portfolio by 100 more apartments. So with single family rental properties, we'd have to find 100 separate houses, 100 separate sellers, 10 different inspections, and potentially 100 different mortgages. And so to purchase a property, if it's 10, 50, or 100, you are now the proud owner of that many apartments. But with single family, it's just much more difficult, to get to that 10, to get to that 20, to get to that 30. You have to start to become very, very, very creative. And with multifamily, you can also diversify your investment portfolio and just generate a steady income with higher cash flow. And so unless you own like multiple single family homes, like a multifamily can typically translate into higher rental income. And so that's also a great benefit, even as a passive investor. With multifamily, you are far less likely to hit zero rental income. Like if you have a single family home and that one resident moves out, you have 0% occupancy. And that's a really big deal. But with a 100-unit apartment building, if one person moves out, you still have 99 other people like helping you pay that mortgage payment. And that is huge in regards to stress, for one, because then you don't have to worry about it. It's not as hard, and you can take the time to find a better resident than just putting somebody in quickly because you don't want that single family home to be vacant very long. And that's just huge. Because again, like we're getting into this for time freedom or geographical freedom or whatever that means for you. Like we also want to bring the stress levels down just like in our life, and multifamily passively has been huge for that too, right? And the final reason for that is that it truly is a passive investment. So I have given up the need for control because I trust the operator to execute the business plan correctly. And yes, some has to go into that, right? Like you have to educate yourself. You have to truly understand the numbers that the operator is showing you. But that amount of time spent doing that is still far less than actively investing in single family. And another great thing about it all is that your passive investment is making an impact with the residents by being used like for capital expenditures to create a better community. And that's like a win-win for everyone, right? Like knowing that I'm not actually operating the property, but I'm trusting somebody else to do it. But part of my funds is being used because I agree with the business plan. I like what they're going to do for the residents and the community. Like that's phenomenal as well, because even without passive investors, active operators can't do this, right? Like we need passive investments. And so knowing that I need them, I know that I also have to go along and do that for somebody else, because it's just this great cycle of impact. And I'm just so happy to be a part of it all. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video today. Please press the like button below if you enjoyed this content, and subscribe to our channel here so that you don't miss anything. I hope you have a great day today, and until next time, explore more. Adventure awaits. Woo!